Howdy everybody, I'm Ham, and this is my first video. With the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, I've seen dozens of memes and videos about the Pokemon of the Alola region. So, for my first video, I wanted to make one about which Pokemon I'd like to use on my team. Well, let's get started. My first pick is Incineroar. Of course your first pick has to be a starter Pokemon. However, upon the release of these starters, it was not easy. I would have picked all three if I could. Alright Ham, you can pick one of these three Pokemon. Alright, wait, one? I can't take them all? Nope, that's not how it works, just one. Oh come on, it's not like you're using... Hey look, is that my mom? Where? I don't see her. Oh, you've gotta be. I ultimately went with Incineroar because I liked its design the best. I also liked that it was a fire and dark type, as dark type Pokemon are my favorite. It also has some sweet moves like the Darkest Lariat and the Malicious Moonsault. Plus, I'm not really a cat person, but I just couldn't resist the plush. Incineroar takes the first spot on my team. The next Pokemon on my team will be Flygon. Now I'm sure on everybody's team, you've had at least one bird Pokemon. Or in this case, a dragon. I wasn't really happy with some of the options of flying Pokemon. Though I've heard Toucannon is a good Pokemon, I just don't like its design. But hey, I'd be mad too if I looked like the bird on a cereal box. Okay, settle down. I went with Flygon mainly due to its ground typing so I can take on electric type Pokemon, as electric types don't have many weaknesses. Talonflame and Garchomp were my main contenders, but I've used Talonflame in the X and Y series, and Garchomp has always been on my team since Diamond and Pearl. I used Flygon back in Omega Ruby, but that game didn't do it justice. Pokemon Sun will be somewhat of a redemption for this fierce, mystic dragon. Next up on my team is Togedemaru. On every team, I've gotta have a cute Pokemon. I mean, just look at it!
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
I went with Togedemaru because of its steel typing. You see, fairies are weak against steel and poison types, which means Togedemaru has the type advantage over these pesky little fairies! Togedemaru takes the third spot on my team.
So freaking cute!
Alola Ninetales takes the fourth spot on my team. I really wanted to add an Alola form to my team. Marowak and Executor were my main contenders, but I went with Ninetales because of its ice and fairy typing, which could come in handy against dragon types. I also like Ninetales' design, and it's one of my favorite Alolan forms. Then again, when you're comparing it to this...
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Next up is Primeape. For this pick, I wanted to add a fighting type to my team. I like Machamp, but I've used him in almost every game. Also, I don't really like any of the Alolan fighting Pokemon. To me, Primeape is one of the most underrated Pokemon. But that's all about to change, because it's Primeape's time now. And to anyone that stands in its way,
We're coming for you!
the final spot on my team goes to Vaporeon. I chose Vaporeon because I needed to add a water type, and I wanted to add an Eevee evolution to my team. Since playing Pokemon, I've never used an Eevee evolution. My main contenders were Umbreon, which is my favorite, and Sylveon, who I didn't get to use in Pokemon X. But due to Incineroar's dark typing, and Alola Ninetales fairy typing, I ultimately decided to go with Vaporeon, taking the final spot on my team. And that's my team for Pokemon Sun. What did you guys think? Leave a comment about which Pokemon you'll be using in Sun and Moon. And if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more great videos to come. Thanks for watching!
So freaking cute!